have a hard time coming on stage as we close because I don't want it to end. The feeling that we have had here has been truly extraordinary. I have loved being with you so much. Convention has been so healing. The power of connection is real, right? There is nothing like being together. I've been all over the world, and now being able to be with all of you here today. And the message that I hear from everyone is how much they have craved true connection. doTERRA is a vehicle for each and every one of us for healing. And I don't know what is more healing than being together. Do you? Your love and energy is absolutely infectious. And I have loved the conversations I've had with you this week. And I have loved all of the hugs. You have no idea how that just fills my cup. And if I haven't hugged you yet, I hope I still get to hug you because I know there are so many of you here I haven't been able to hug yet. But I hope that you can feel my embrace right now and feel my love for you. I have also loved hearing how doTERRA products have changed your lives, right? And how it brought this amazing community together. doTERRA has always been a company that changes the world through pure products sourced in the best ways. And I could not be more thrilled about the products joining the doTERRA ecosystem. The discovery we've made is going to give light to people all over the world, right? All over the world. Because it's coming, right? We start in the US and MetaPower is going global. MetaPower represents a new stage in our growth, an incredible and exciting product line anchored in our core values. The English meaning of meta is being extremely self-aware or self-reflective. This is perfect for what we want to accomplish with the MetaPower system. So our metabolic health determines our quality of life now and in the future. I've been using MetaPower system for months now. And it took a couple of weeks, right? Yes. It took a couple of weeks before I realized that I can't live without these products. And I continue to feel additional improvements over time. In fact, I put on some pants this morning that I purchased 2 weeks ago, and they fit perfectly 2 weeks ago. And today, they were loose, and even the pants that I have on right now, like, what happened? I don't know, like, what's happening? I don't know, but I'm being transformed. I feel so much stronger. Power stands for personal wellness realized. We chose this because we know that each and every one of you will have your own experience with MetaPower based on what wellness is for you in the moment. Because we're all at different places, and these products are designed to support you wherever you are on that journey. We are doing something revolutionary together with these products. This system was inspired, but there have been many moments along the way that have been extremely difficult. We've taken risks, we've experienced setbacks, we've had to push through challenges that seemed impossible. But the whole time, we knew we were creating something extraordinary that will change lives, so we couldn't stop. Even when the product team told us the timeline was too tight and we were crazy, we pushed forward. And guess what? Miracles happened. Because the bigger your dreams, the bigger the resistance will be. The question you have to answer is, what will you do when resistance strikes? This has to be predetermined. The level of your conviction directly powers your ability to move through hard things that come. Every day, every moment is a choice to put before us to push through resistance or give into it. I've learned a lot about resistance in my lifetime. It is the force that enables us to achieve. Without resistance, we cannot move forward. In simple physics, the third law of motion states that every action requires an equal and opposite reaction. Every step we take exerts a force on the ground, and the ground exerts equal force in the form of friction. This is what allows us to move. Without resistance and friction, our actions have no reaction. We would take steps that never propel us forward. We would tie knots that come apart and strike matches that never light. We would slide to the lowest point. And is that how we want to live? No, it's not. We live in a world of resistance that simultaneously breaks us down and allows us to grow. It is our passion, our desire for connection and love for others that makes it all worthwhile as we move through it. And I know there are some here today who are dealing with immense challenges. This physics lesson is not reassuring when you feel crushed by forces outside your control. And maybe your light has been dimmed for a season. Maybe you didn't even realize that your light had been dimmed as you felt overwhelmed by life. What I love about this doTERRA community is that we each lift each other up. We never walk alone. If we help the world heal, our lights all need to be turned on so that we can shine so bright we can't be ignored. Just as Christina had everyone turn their lights on, right? Wasn't that the most extraordinary moment, right? As you looked across this arena and you saw these lights shining so bright and what it represented, what lives inside of you. The brightness happens as we discover our purpose and we choose to push through the resistance to fulfill it. I want you to look around you. You have a massive support team here. The world wants you to feel alone, but it is not true. You are not alone. We heal through community, and I've never experienced a more healing, nurturing community than this one, right here. There are so many lessons in the natural world that teach us to hope. An examination of Scotch pine tree rings showed that many trees, after experiencing drought, enter a growth overdrive. The outcome of this is so profound that these trees outpace their anticipated growth had they never experienced the drought at all. This is not always the outcome, though. Many trees never recovered from drought conditions, just as many of us never recover from traumas we experience. And I don't want to gloss over the very real and lasting damage that occurs from difficulties of life. But it is my belief that our struggles and setbacks do not define us, but rather refine us. You are not the darkness you endured. You are the light that refused to surrender. I shared the story of the pear tree on the first day of this convention to illustrate that point. We are not defined by a single moment of our life, but by the collective actions we take over a lifetime. It is so important to give ourselves and others grace because we will all stumble and even fall at times. And we must give and receive grace to get back up, shake off the dust, and start again. Some of you are experiencing your own winters, and I want to reassure you that it's okay to feel afraid, to feel angry, burned out. We're allowed to feel sorrow and pain. But when you look back at this period, it may very well be that it is the thin reign that is followed by the largest period of growth in your life. So have you ever heard of the term post-traumatic growth? Right? What? Post-traumatic growth. So this is the positive change. It's a real thing. It's the positive change that people experience after going through a stressful or difficult event. So researchers who have studied this phenomenon discovered 5 themes that people report after going through a stressful event. First, renewed appreciation for life itself. 2, enhanced personal growth. Stronger, more meaningful relationships. Spiritual growth. And lastly, identifying new paths for life. This isn't to say that people are happy after the event, right? You might still wish that it had never happened, but you will find increased appreciation for life and relationships, growth and strength and confidence in the direction of your life. When I stood on this stage to close out convention last year, my mom was in the ICU with COVID pneumonia. She wouldn't allow me to come visit her because she knew that if I did, I'd have to quarantine and I wouldn't be able to be here with you. My mom loved convention so much. She loved to be here with all of you. She would come to my room every morning to find out what I was going to wear. And every time I spoke, she would send me a text to tell me what a great job I did. She was my biggest cheerleader. My birthday happened to fall on the first day of convention last year. And as sick as my mom was, barely able to breathe, somehow she found the strength to send me this text at 5:59 a.m. The star was born a few years ago to a very lucky mom and dad. Been a huge blessing in our lives. And I have depended on you through thick and thin. Have a wonderful week. The weight of the world is on your shoulders right now. The Heavenly Father knows you're up to the task. You're amazing. I love you with all my heart. Happy birthday, love, Mom. That was the last coherent text I received from my mom. In the days following convention last year, we made the difficult decision to have our beautiful wife and mother, who had just 2 weeks before been healthy, vibrant, and full of life, put on a ventilator in hopes that her lungs would strengthen and she could overcome the damage done. After doing all we could to restore her health, we gathered together as a family and kissed her cheeks and held her hands. We withdrew life-giving care 21 days later. You will burn, and you will burn out, and you will be healed, and you will come back again. To say this has been the hardest year of my life is an understatement. In addition to losing my amazing mother, I've faced a lot of relentless resistance this year, and it just keeps coming. It's like, are you done yet? But it just keeps coming. I go in for surgery again Tuesday after convention. I'll tell you, as the resistance comes, so do the miracles. Yes, the miracles come. The kaleidoscope of emotions that I have been through have been ginormous. I am not alone in my suffering. Each one of us is going through, or has been through, something hard, and possibly even soul-crushing. What a blessing my doTERRA family has been to me. What a blessing it has been to have such beautiful purpose in my life, to have a cause and people to believe in, to give me reason to hope and an awesome mountain to climb with people I love. Seeing people recognize their own beautiful greatness is my addiction, and it is the thing that keeps me deeply rooted. To be deeply rooted means to be firmly fixed or hard to remove. So I ask you, is your belief deeply rooted? Do you believe that you deserve to thrive? Do you believe in the power of your dreams? And do you trust yourself to fulfill those dreams? Right? That's a big one. Do you trust yourself to fulfill those dreams? Because you are oh so very capable, right? But you have to believe in yourself and know that you're worthy of the miracles in your life, right? Level of conviction and belief. The resistance, the challenges, the droughts will surely come, right? When that happens, the depth of your roots will determine the abundance of fruit at the harvest time. So guaiac wood, our beautiful new oil, right? Have you experienced guaiac wood yet? Yes, isn't it extraordinary? It comes from trees that have a collective root system. The whole grove is woven together deep in the soil. And if a tree becomes diseased or is cut down, the strength of the root system will regenerate the tree. We are the same. When life brings us to our knees, when tragedy envelops us, when difficulties block our path, we can't find strength. We can find strength in each other, right? We mourn together, support one another, and we get to turn each other's lights back on when they dim, right? We get to turn each other's lights back on. However, right? We must be prepared. Because when you flip that light on to full brightness, there will be those who will not be able to tolerate your light. And you must decide now, are you willing for people to reject you because they feel uncomfortable with your brightness? Or will you dim your light and play small to make them feel comfortable? Are you willing to be the lighthouse that will attract people who seek your light? Right? Who here will be the lighthouse? Yes? Yes! It's not easy to shine bright, but that's where you'll find your greatest joy and treasures. That's where you get to stand tall and be authentic in who you were created to be. You must have deep roots and grow through the resistance that will come. That resistance may show up as judgment, rejection, distractions, self-doubt, or just the chaos of life. But developing those deep roots of belief and conviction will allow you to be a lighthouse that stands beautifully strong in this dark world. In my own journey, I've had the incredible blessing of being surrounded by people who believe in me. My family, my business partners, the doTERRA Home Office team, and all of you. And I would not be here if it was not for the people who surrounded and lift me. Those who are not afraid to help brighten my light when it dims. doTERRA gives you the runway to dream as big as you dare and gives you a community who will dream big right along with you. We're all on our own journeys, but we are not alone. We get to walk this road together, changing one life at a time. And that is how we will triple our impact, by helping the world heal. Now, who's ready to start a metabolic health movement with us? Right? Yes? We just lit up the biggest product launch in sales, direct sales history. History was made right here. The power is now in your hands. The world needs what you have. You, in all of the adversity, in all of your struggles, in all of the things that you have been through, you have been prepared for this moment right now. Now is the time to be the lighthouse, to lift up your voice, be so bold, shine so bright that the world cannot ignore you, right? Yes? Woo! So if you're willing to be the lighthouse, one last time, I want to see your lights turned on. I want to see your lights on. Oh my goodness.